It says Channel 5 dropped the video on O Block. Apparently I'm in the video.
The weed in the racket ain't no pad.
Did y'all watch this or no?
I just tweak on it. I say, it's me, JC and Buck. Play with us, you put his body in the truck, then we take him to the dump. And they know we play for keeps, and they know that we ain't sweep. Grab a broom, we finna sweep. O-Block finna clean the streets. Boy, you better grab a heat or get put up on a T. Put your name back RIP, or your name get turned to weed. In the racket, ain't no pad. Any state, we on your...
No matter what, nickel flat.
Fuck the...
Do the dash, photo, but it's fast.
We ain't goofy, do that crash. We gon' spin again. We gon' hit our last friends. We gon' show him we ain't playing. We gon' leave him where he stand. That's really, yeah, that's all I wanna be, successful.
Damn, this nigga look like he's never brushed his teeth a day in life, nigga.
Go leave him where he stand. That's really, yeah. That's all I want to be, successful.
Nah. This nigga gotta be allergic to a toothbrush, nigga. Nigga, Colgate gotta be his kryptonite, nigga. Jesus Christ. Nigga might be the Green Lantern, nigga. Even his teeth green. This shit's ridiculous. This nigga ready to kill a nigga but not brush his own teeth. This is crazy.
Right, big goof ass, man. Check it out.
BDA, you not gonna give me no 50 back.
Hey, no, since you're you gotta throw up O-Block.
How do I do that?
Yeah, throw up O-Block. Everybody throw up O-Block.
We're here in the Parkway Gardens housing development.
Nigga, this is how you throw up O-Block, the pinkies? Oh, shit.
In Chicago, otherwise known as O-Block, a 24-building complex on the city's south side. It's where Michelle Obama grew up, and it's also where drill music began around 10 years ago. This is Boss Talk. He's been here for a super long time, so he's gonna take us back to the very beginning where it all started.
So right now you in the 44, you in one of the gutterest building in the block. This motherfucker be the last building to get cleaned up. Oh, it's a roach. See y'all in the project. See that roach? That's a baby roach.
That's gonna get bigger.
That's gonna get bigger. Smoking the roaches and killing the rats. This bitch be dirty as hell. This building be dirty. I'm from this building. Bro, I used to be one of them motherfuckers that piss in the hallway and on the elevator too. I ain't gonna lie. My mom in the bathroom on BDN's one bathroom in here. I'm going to piss in the hallway. I still won't touch the buttons on the elevator. I'm straight knuckles.
Cause you think there might be pee on it?
Spit, pee, and I used to do all type of shit to the elevator. I ain't taking no shit though in here. True that! True that! Come on! Love you, my nigga. Love you too, boy. I'm going to true that.
Damn, these were the parts that Boss Stop was stealing Chief Keef's baby's underwear and diapers and keeping them, bro. This shit's crazy. This is history.
True that, man. Man. My nigga, true that. I ain't like a nigga in years, bro.
Hey, everybody, what's up? How's it going with this industry and everything? That's what's cracking like, you feel?
GDK. Come on. GDK. Folks came out of the folks, the youngest GDK member. He invented that shit.
To you, like, what is drill music?
We started the word drill with our music. Like, let's do a drill. We started that shit.
Like, how would you explain drill music to someone who doesn't know?
Music that make you wanna kind of get outside and go just be outside. You know what I'm saying? Make sense? You get on going. Yeah. So yeah, it turn you up. It give you adrenaline.
Drill music is something that, I mean, in the grander scheme of things, you could see it as, you know, a hyper-violent offshoot of trap generally that, you know, sort of like came out of a very specific area.
I describe drill music as, it's violent, but mainly fiction. It's like realistic fiction music. So like, that's why I shot my video 4K Troll, shot it right here in this park. Right here where you standing at, I shot it right here.
The lyrics are pretty intense in that song.
Grab my Glock, then I grab my mask and hop out, then I blast. But he ain't lack, he pulled out his strap and started shooting back. It sound like it's compact, to I got a double back, it's finna crack.
Yeah. But it's all entertainment, see what I'm saying? It's all for like the people. Like, cause like music nowadays is all about like controversial shit. Drama really makes money.
Back to that breaking news live from Chopper to a mass shooting. At least 6 people shot. This all happening at 65th and King Drive in Parkway Gardens.
So what was it like growing up in O-Block?
We had to grow up. We had to really grow up and grow up fast. All that little boy shit went out the window. Everybody around this bitch got PTSD. Everybody around this bitch seen somebody die. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we had a brotherhood that can nobody come between. We not letting nothing happen to none of us. Marlo couldn't even beat up OD. We gonna fuck Marlo ass up, boy. You better not put your hands on folks, boy. For them to pull a pipe out, hold on. And it's the same way. Like, we got each other, boy. On old girl, we ain't got no daddies. On BDN.
What can you tell us about the year 2011?
2011. I experienced like my first friend get killed. My best friend OD, he died in 2011.
In 2011, a Parkway Gardens resident named O.D. Perry, which O-Block's now named after, was murdered, gunned down just outside the gates of Parkway Gardens. What was one of your favorite memories of you and O.D.?
You know, man, I got a lot of them bitches though. Oh. He had this crazy ass dog named 50, bro. On J Money, bro. I was scared of that motherfucker, bro. Like play with the dog. On Keef, I'm like, boy, I ain't playing with that motherfucking dog, bro. Y'all tripping. Motherfucker run up on me, boy, bird. It's your bitch ass on. Oh, right now to this day, I still don't play with people dogs. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is a chihuahua. Bro, get your dog before that bitch die. On game.
OD's murder was allegedly in retaliation for the murder of Shondale Tuka Gregory, a rival gang member who lived just a few blocks away on 63rd.
Them was the sad years of my life, because I had just had my first child and everything. I'm really like traumatized. Like, I ain't know if was I supposed to crash out or fall back. And my mom used to be talking to me like, man, you got a daughter. Don't be like these niggas, don't die.
How many friends do you think you've lost since then?
Over 10 dead on this gang. Like 2 motherfuckers a year. I swear to God. Owen Platoon and motherfucking 11. Chiraq and Whitey and 12. You got LA and J Money and motherfucker died in 13. My crowd gone. I gotta hang with up on them. I gotta hang with up on them. I ain't gonna stunt. When it seemed like when folks died, folks' career took off. When old passed away.
That's interesting. I think that's interesting he said that, because I remember when I was interviewing Vaughn, and Vaughn was like, yo, we got what's the name in the back? We got, like, he's like, you know him. And I was like, who? He was like, yo, I got Boss Top. And I remember thinking, I'm like, well, Boss Top used to roll with Keef and them. Not, by the way, I know Vaughn he wasn't that young anyway, but I was just like, damn, maybe Boss Top is just kind of finding his way with like whoever is kind of whatever. It's interesting. I say all that to say it's interesting to say that, or him to say, a lot of the people he used to hang with died, so he had to hang with other people. Because I don't think realistically for most of us, we go through that experience where like all the people you used to hang with dead. So now you got to go hang with either younger people or just other people in general just because of that fact. So that's kind of interesting.
Folks took that shit to another level. Chief Keef and Dirt and them came out. They lit this bitch up, you feel me? So it's like...
Shortly after Odie's murder, a close friend of his decided to make his first song, which would serve as an O-Block anthem, to celebrate the life of OD and diss Shondale Tuka Gregory. This friend was named Keith Cozart, aka Chief Keef.
Hit a nigga up on Gil Fuck, I do drugs till I'm dead.
O-Block, Wick City, bitch.
Middle fingers to Shondale.
I get out. On my son, I get out. October 4th, 2011. This bitch get the going up. The block busting, I just got out. I get out, I see Platoon and White. Folks got cocky as hell. I'm looking, I'm like, how the fuck y'all let OD get killed? Platoon put his head down. He like, man, go take your daughter upstairs. I'm finna holler at you. I take my daughter up. I remember Inky D and them came up there. Deep as hell, everybody coming ate. Happy as hell. Fat Mac and Stu get the showing out. They get the fighting. Hey, Fat Mac. You remember I got out of jail? You want Stu start fighting that day? Him and Stu get the fight. Hey, phone them like, man, y'all showing out because folks just got out. Dirk and Reese come see me. Oh, all right.
I think I'm in this shit. Let me see how.
No way! Oh, definitely. Long as tighter. He's already tighter.
Chief Keef made it more like global.
And before you knew it, white America was doing the hokey pokey to murder music and unknowingly singing along to the anthems of an actual gang war playing out in real time. For a year, the conflicts of O-Block were a mystery to the general public. That was until one man came around and exposed the inner workings of Chicago's gang war to the world.
So, by the way, I disagree with this. Before, you know, the people who in Chicago who were gonna, like, they're gonna get mad. I never said I was the first nigga covering Chicago, okay? I might have became the biggest, but I ain't the first. Salute to Zach TV. Salute to other people. I love what y'all have done. He's saying this about me. It's not me saying it, nigga. You get what I mean? I just gotta let y'all know. Y'all know who gonna be tight. Be like, what? They gave the credit to Ak? What? Like, you know who gonna be mad. Like, what? They said Chicago and said Ak? Like, yo, chill. I ain't say this. I ain't get this nigga this shit. He hit me up.
2010, 2011, I'm in college and I'm doing commentary about hip hop. I had like, some hot takes about like Kanye and Drake and stuff like that at the moment. So I was kind of gaining an audience. And I remember when the drill scene popped off. And I remember doing a video on Keef, and I was like, I love the music. I'm reading the comments, and everyone was like, you're not telling the full story. Okay, because like, I'm going in there and I'm doing a quick video, and I'm like, yo, all his ops is dead. You know what I mean? He's dissing them. It's over. You know what I mean? Like, these guys, we don't even need to know their names. And everyone was like, well, no, they're not dead. And actually, the guys who he's dissing just killed his guys. They were talking about people like Lil J.
Screaming fuck, oh fuck.
They were talking about like the FBG gang.
Nigga fuck T-Roy and OD them dead bitch.
I'm like, yo, nobody knows these people, like respectively, because they don't have a hit song. Chief Keef is going crazy with hit songs. So I made this page called The War in Chiraq, and I started covering basically just constant feuds that were happening.
It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and now information has come to my attention. Now y'all know
Nigga, is that my voice?
I call Lil Reese the Chiraq Grim Reaper? Well, pretty much because every time you look through his mentions, you see a bunch of dead niggas. CBS Chicago is reporting that a 15-year-old boy, aka Little Nick from 6's, was shot multiple times, and then he was brought to a hospital where he was pronounced dead by the Cook County medical examiner. At least he died doing what he loved best. Someone actually told me that these guys actually keep score on killing and coonery within Chiraq. The most valuable coon is probably a legit award. The War in Chiraq never stops. The coonery never fucking ends. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
His War in Chiraq series went viral, and the fans were now aware of the ongoing Chicago gang war, particularly as it pertained to the rappers involved.
How many people do you think have died in the war in Chiraq?
Thousands.
This past weekend, at least 52 people were shot, 8 of them killed.
In the following years, between 2011 and 2020, 5,518 people were murdered in Chicago, to the amusement of self-proclaimed Chiraqologists, who created a Reddit page, which now has over 175,000 members.
But I've never seen a play.
By the way, let me also give the influence of Chicago. So Chicago, obviously, not only with drill. If we look on Reddit right now, Chiraqology influenced New York State of Mind, which is basically a page that just hypes up drill music, and that's like the underworld for there. You know, obviously there was no war in New York, but Chicago spawned a bunch of situations where people, like, for example, so Chicago spawned the type of coverage I did with War in Chiraq. Granted, I didn't do it for other cities, but other people tried for other cities. You know what I mean? It spawned that there's a whole Reddit sensation. I go to Reddit for most of the shit. Like, I be on Reddit. I'm on New York State of Mind. I'm on the Philly Wiki. Like, I be on all of them shits. You feel me? Because honestly, it be having the raw shit that be going on. It be really having the hood shit that go on there. You know what I mean? It's just that, again, I go there just to find out information and be tuned in. I would never report it. Obviously, I'm just at a different part of my life. But that's how influential Chicago got. Like, every place wanted to almost emulate it in a sense. And when you talk about Chiraqology when it comes to Reddit, by the way, I got a Reddit page. I got to try to get that shit back alive. Anyway, when you talk about, there's a bunch of Reddit pages that, on Reddit, they be having a whole murder, bro. Like, I've never seen such a thing. All of this came from Chicago. All of it. Everything came from Chicago. I'm telling y'all this now. Anyway, let me keep playing.
Place where life was valued less than shit, especially music. The more people die, when someone gets locked up, their streams are through the roof. Music sales, going through the roof. Trust me. I was a driving force in getting some of these guys, other than Keef, eyes and attention and ears to some of their stuff.
Did you feel responsible for like inflaming gang tension on the streets by covering things?
Hell no. But let me tell you this, accountability is hard to take, man. They say, yo, well, you gave people nicknames. And when you gave someone a nickname of Grim Reaper, some other guy is going to start killing more to try to get that nickname. And I'm like, I don't believe I caused any murder. But if my videos, because they were popular, instigated any two parties, I'll take blame for that. But motherfucker, if you picked up the gun, I'm not taking blame for what you did, right? When I started covering war in Chiraq, niggas was dying every day already. I was on Twitter watching people bleed out, and I was like, I can't believe this is, like, people getting shot like dogs, bleeding down, everybody filming it. And then you go on social media and everybody's saying, I'm smoking on the pack. So you gotta take blame for you doing that. The parents gotta take blame for not being in the kid's life. The cops gotta take blame for them basically just like throwing their hands up in the air and saying, let everybody kill each other. Like these motherfuckers that like, everybody wants an easy scapegoat.
Listen, stop acting like a bitch ass nigga and just fight, bro. Leave the pipes alone, fight. Oh, it's so fucked up now. It's like a 12-year-old just said, I'll pop you. So another 12-year-old. You like, bro, just fight him.
Why do you think that happens?
Because yeah, motherfucker think it's about being a shooter or a killer. Music played a part. But music won 100% why everybody doing this. It's your fucking mama and your fucking daddy. You get what I'm saying? It's your mama and your daddy, bro. It usually be your environment, but it's your mama and your fucking daddy. It's about how you getting raised, blood. Like, raise your fucking keep this right. Oh.
I don't think it's drill music at all, I promise you. If we was to take drill music away right now, and it be regular hip hop, it's still gonna be the same type of violence. Everybody wanna be a character now for the internet.
On social media, beefing, making threats, making crazy comments, like going on live, you know, it's like, you know, waving the gun in the fucking camera. You know, it's like, it's almost like a competition to see who can push it the furthest and get the most attention. Because, you know, there is a fair amount of clout chasing, and, you know, that is a toxic element.
In that way, do you think that drill is like bad for society?
No, because the thing is, like, the realities of what is being discussed in that music was there before the music was there. The music is just an expression of that. It's just a reaction to that. Like, when you're talking about inner city gun violence, you're talking about poverty, you're talking about poor education systems, you're talking about, like, low access to food, you're talking about low economic opportunities. Those are the kinds of solutions that you would need to apply to that situation.
If you could go back in time, would you make war in Chiraq again?
You know, I've grown. Was it appropriate? Probably wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do it again just because I think we're dealing with mental illness in Chicago. And when you see people are kids, these people who are doing murders, like Ronald No. 9 was like 17, doing drills and all that type of shit. It's easy to be outraged and also say, damn, how could you guys take a life so easily? But also you got to think about the cycle of mental issues that they're having, the trauma that they're suppressing.
After the success of the War in Chiraq series, Akademiks' formula was replicated hundreds of times, creating a concentrated YouTube algorithm that turned gang drama into an online mega industry. One of the channels in this algorithm is called No Jumper, which is quite different from the War in Chiraq, but nonetheless features many interviews with gang-related rappers.
Do you even know about gang shit when you first moved to Florida? When did you actually become a 5'5" Crip? You are widely known to be associated with the Hoovers. Some of the dudes who got caught up for this murder are like actual rappers who have videos out with many, many thousands of views. Again, like you say, a lot of the stories are hypothetical, but in this one, you actually mentioned that a specific rapper from Chicago called a girl 6 times while you were hanging out with her.
Right, it just ran. You see what I'm saying? The shit just be going, man, you know.
So I went on the podcast and spoke to the host, Adam22, about the ethics of producing monetized gang content. Do you think drill music is bad for society?
Yeah, definitely.
How come?
Because people are in gangs killing each other and making songs about it and making it sound super cool. And even me as like a 30-year-old fucking white man, I listen to it and I think that it sounds kind of cool, and I struggle with that. But definitely I think it's probably, as much as I like listen to it, it's probably got to be a net negative for society, right? Just the romanticization of violence in general.
Do you think you help make it look cool?
I don't know. I feel like when they're on a beat with a fucking 808 going crazy and they're able to like rhyme and make less sense, that probably is like when it sounds coolest. Because they don't really talk about that in interviews, right? I mean, most of like all the Chicago like gang members or whatever, it's like the amount of like street shit you're going to be able to get them to talk about in an interview is pretty minimal in comparison to the stuff that they're essentially saying in their songs.
It just must be crazy because like you talk to so many people who like have died recently. Like you're like the last person to interview FBG Cash.
Right there. His name's on the wall.
Yeah. Do you feel any responsibility for like inflaming like gang beef by having so many gang members, use this platform to promote themselves?
No, because I mean, I feel like this is a hip hop platform that long ago has kind of been clear to me that that's more or less the gist of what we're doing, you know? Like there was a long time where I didn't do any street shit, you know, in the beginning it was mostly like SoundCloud type stuff and more like avant-garde, you know, internet shit. We've gone more in that direction, and like a lot of like it's also the direction rap's gone in. It's tough to get away from the fact that the fans just want what they want. You know, as a content creator, you kind of have to follow the incentives to a certain extent. It's just been taken to the point where the fans like want this shit to be real. They don't want to hear you say.
See, that's where me and Adam differ. And by the way, you know, I stand with all my media niggas, bro. Like, I led the charge. I took mad arrows for mad niggas, and by the way, I think they all appreciate it, because now when they do get questioned, they realize what I was out there front facing with everybody first. I stand with everybody. Doesn't mean I have to agree with everything with everybody. I don't believe that the fans lead me, because if the fans led me, I would have did a war in Jacksonville, and no, I ain't doing it. It's I'm not gonna say there's an incentive by what the fans want or what they seem to be attracted to, but at this point, and this is the only thing I would say, like, you know, for Adam, you see, it's easy to use that as the excuse when you're trying to get on. But when you're running a multi-million-dollar corporation like he is and I am, he shouldn't be necessarily chasing a buck or chasing the next wave. We're in a position where we could platform whatever we want and still make a lot of money. So, for example, people wanted me to cover certain shit, whether it's New York drill or Jacksonville, like, you know, all the stuff going on there. I didn't want to do it. Now, did I know somebody was going to do it? Yeah. Now, will at certain times I mention it if it's mainstream enough? Yes. But I'm not getting back into those rabbit holes. Like, I'm telling, like, nigga, if I did a war in Jacksonville, bro, that shit would go crazy, but I don't want to do it. I don't care what the demand is for it, type shit. So that's where I'll disagree with Adam. You like, being in this position and being one of the leaders of media, you have to lead. You have to lead. And if you're only litmus test, and if you're only being pulled in different directions because of the allure of money, or you're saying, oh, the fans want it. The fans want a lot of things. The fans want a lot of things. If I did a poll right now that I had, I don't know, I had the video of Pop Smoke being killed in his Airbnb while naked, just getting out the shower. Do y'all want me to release it? Bro, the fans most likely would say yes in an overall vote. What, should I drop it just because the fans want it? The fans don't necessarily want all the best things. So again, that's where, you know, me and Adam would have a difference of opinion on that. Now, I don't judge him for that. Like, you know, listen, he's remember when me and Adam got into that whole arguing match? My thing was with him was, as long as you're not acting like you don't know what you're doing. He's sitting here and he's admitting, I'm doing this deliberately. I'm going for what the fans want. As long as he's admitting that, because I felt it was like a passive type of shit back then. Like, you know what I mean? I remember most of the conversation, I was just like, bro, we're in the same type of business. Like, if I'm getting these type of things that's happened to me, you know, like, relatively, like, we're comparable, you're going to be getting those type of things happening to you. And when he was just like, I don't know. I was just like, all right, that's cap. Now you're cap. You're playing dumb. I don't think he's playing dumb here. I think he's just giving his philosophy, which I think he has his own opinion and he's entitled to do. Can't knock it. Somebody said it was an arguing match. No, it was a frustrating time debating with Adam, because that was a moment where I felt Adam was he was skating below the radar, where I was getting criticized every single time I did anything, even if it was in good faith. He skated below the radar and got away with, that was the result. That wasn't my intention. I didn't know. Ignorance, the ignorance card, like, I didn't know. Like, I'm just doing stuff. I didn't, like, you know, and I think now with even him being questioned and shit, I've always been questioned. When we do something, intention becomes obvious, right? So, for example, your platform at this point, if he's going to, like, I don't care if he interviews 1 million LA gang members or not. But now if somebody comes back on the back end and said, well, is your intention to incite gang beef, or do you think that you've played a part in it? You can't be like, well, I like just play the passive card. You got to be like, well, maybe incidentally I did. I didn't mean to do it, but my platform is big enough, which probably did incite some issues. That's just how it goes. And again, there's zero way how to run a media platform and just be an angel. I'm going to be honest with you. There's zero way. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've also stood up for the fact that media seems to be the only people who are scapegoats in this culture. So you're telling me that these days everybody wants to point the blame at me, Adam, and Vlad? And leave out the fact that for the history of time, disproportionately, who has benefited from the death of Tupac and Biggie, record label executives? Nobody get mad at that. Nobody also get mad at any other medium of media. The only one time I've ever seen that is when people kind of pretty much blame the back and forth between the East Coast, West Coast violence pretty much on the source by them kind of framing it as such and possibly giving the mindset to people thinking that there was an actual war when there wasn't. But by and large, we don't see other media outlets get this type of pressure. When people used to get at, and this is why I said the conversation with Joe and Adam, it felt dated, because essentially we all are talking about the same shit. It's not like if there's a street, I say Kodak Black got shot. That's some street shit, bro. That's not music shit. That's some street shit. Joe is going to mention that on his podcast. Now, he's not going to report it first because that's not his platform. His platform isn't first to report it, first to find out additional details and continue to serve the audience. His platform is let us give our take when the dust is settled. Not knocking it. That's a part of the content cycle, but it's hypocritical to say that that you're so much better than the guys who have to report it. Now, in reporting stuff, first, there are things you get right and you get wrong. By the way, while I'm on this topic, because I gave Adam a couple of points in a debate with him and Joe. There is a point where I'm on Joe's side. I might play that clip directly. I'm solely on Joe's side. But let me finish this. Just remind me to go back to that. I'm gonna play the Joe and Adam shit. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm completely on Joe's side for that. Let me just keep listening.
Say, I'll shoot you if you come near me. They want to hear you say, so-and-so from the other side got killed because he fucked with me. Like, the fans are really drawn to that kind of immersion, I guess.
Whenever you grew up here, did you guys spend a lot of time in other parts of Chicago? Like, did you ever go, like, downtown or to other areas, or were you mostly here?
I spent a lot of years inside this gate.
Have you been to, like, a Cubs game or anything? No. You guys want to go to the White Sox game with us?
Yeah, we go.
White Sox! White Sox! Let's fucking White Sox! Go Sox! Yeah! Fuck the Cubs, fuck the Orioles, fuck the Yankees, White Sox. White Sox! 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 Go Cubs! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! They represent the South Side pride, that blue collar man.
Like, the South Side's way better than the North Side.
Never wear condoms unless you have to.
What's a situation in which you'd have to use a condom?
Every time.
Never.
I'm married, so I haven't actually used condoms in 15 years. Raw dog status for Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow only.
Sorry. Boss Top, what do you think about condoms?
When I think about condoms, I got 6 kids right there.
Raw dog all day long. Jack Harlow is not my type.
What makes White Sox fans different from other fans?
Sometimes they wear white socks, but not on a regular basis.
Loyalty. Why?
Why? Are you guys from Chicago?
No.
No? Exactly.
What do you think your most controversial opinion is?
Like, what do you mean about that?
For example, I believe that aliens have visited the United States of America.
Nice. So do I. I also believe that the Earth is not round. I also believe that the government is hiding a lot of shit from us. I also believe that the government has taken over our country.
Like, you think the Earth is flat for real?
Huh? Sperm at its, you know?
Okay. Anyway, let me go to that.